Hey guys, welcome to Eastern Spiritual Veda Knowledge. My name's Acharya. I'll be your host for this channel and our series. And we'll be taking a little time every week to examine some deeper topics in life. As many of you are already practicing spiritual life, you're aware how there can often be many differences in understandings, in approaches, in goals. So what this channel will attempt to do is to actually clarify or distinguish truth from illusion. This is a science of spiritual life. Most people, if you want to purchase an object, if you want to buy a diamond, you have to know what is a diamond. Otherwise, there's a good chance you'll get cheated. People might sell you plastic, glass. Unless you are familiar with the subject, and how will you know what the ultimate purpose or goal is? A spiritual life is not a joke. It's for those who have come to the end of material life. Material life is based on trying to be the enjoyer, trying to put ourself as the supreme. In the Vedas, the Bhagavad Gita explains this is called ahankar, and this is called false ego. And this is the exact opposite, the polar opposite of spiritual life. And spiritual life doesn't mean that I do some yoga, I do some meditation, I sit down, I smoke some ganja, and I'm a spiritual guy, or now I'm a yogi girl. Spiritual means to establish a tangible revelation of connection with the divine absolute truth. So the Vedas are amongst the only scientific scriptures of the world which define the supreme absolute truth, or the param satyam, and very clearly establish the means by which all living beings can achieve that for which we are here. We're all here for a purpose. It is undoubtedly ignorant, foolish, and stupid to consider that life was a chance. All of these modern theories that are being broadcast. The fact of the matter is that every soul is evolving, and our purpose, our experience in this material world is simply one step towards our ultimate perfection. So this channel is going to be for those who are actually wanting to achieve perfection. It is not going to be light-hearted. It is not going to be socially normal. It's not going to encourage you to become better in material life, but it's going to be dismissive of those attempts which are actually against our own interest. Any sincere individual will pursue that which is for their true self-interest and avoid that which obstructs that. In many days, many spiritual paths today are attempting, trying, knowingly or unknowing, to help, but without a full conception of the absolute truth, can actually do more damage than good. We'll discuss that in another series. So I come in a tradition known as the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. It is a spiritual lineage that traces back to the Supreme Lord Krishna himself, and has been revolutionized for the modern age by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and brought to the Western world by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So whatever you hear will be based on these authentic teachings of Bhakti Yoga, which is simply a Sanskrit name for achieving perfection in life. There are other forms of yoga, but the Bhagavad Gita, the most authentic literature on yoga in the world, indicates that yoginam api sarvesham adgaten antaratmana shadavan bhajateo mam samayuktatamo mataha. Of all yogis, the one who always abides in me in great faith, meditating on me, worshipping me with all his heart, he's the greatest yogi. This is my opinion. And that's what Krishna says. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth as revealed in the Vedic knowledge. So to establish truth means also to uproot untruth. The Srimad Bhagavatam indicates that reality distinguished from illusion for the benefit of all, that is the ultimate, the highest good. So this will be our humble attempt to explore some of these topics. And please do join us every week for some very profound food for thought. Maybe unsettling, maybe uncomfortable. But for most of us, we understand we need a little of that in our life. If we continue going on an unrestricted, extravagant life, or spiritual life even, then our repeated birth and death is guaranteed. But for the few souls who are actually seeking perfection, then we have to follow careful guidance of self-realized spiritual masters and understand the science of Krishna consciousness. Thank you. Hare Krishna.